Today we're going to talk about what to expect in a home inspection. Hi, this is Melody Wilson with the Relife team at RE/MAX Elite, and today I'm here with Steve Letendre with Admirable Inspections, and we want to talk to him about, we've booked a home inspection. What is this home inspection? What are we going to expect?
Well, you're going to expect a busy day, that's for sure. So depending on
a whole day?
Could be. What if it's a mansion? No, bottom line, it's going to be a busy day for you. There's going to be lots in your mind, and there's going to be a lot of things happening. One thing we have to think about when you're selecting your inspector, you need to know what's coming up. So bottom line, our job for you is to look at that potential property front to back, top to bottom, inside out. What are we getting for a roof report? Are we opening the furnace? Are we checking for carbon monoxide? Are we confirming airflow? We have so many different factors that we have to touch on to make sure that you're getting a diligent report that's comprehensive and thorough. You're going to learn a lot about your future home in terms of the maintenance needs it needs in the upcoming seasons, as well as what deficiencies are present now. How you're going to correct those things, the people you're going to deal with to get along that way. We're going to be here to support you also.
So it's probably how long of an inspection? If it's a house?
A typical house here in Edmonton, we're going to spend about 3 hours in that home. We start looking at smaller buildings, maybe a little bit less. Now, after we kind of break that bridge of about 2,500 square feet, then we need to start looking at a little more time to be diligent and thorough.
Okay, so we're going through, I think you start off outside.
Yeah, always.
And then we go inside, and then do you start the furnace room first or at the end?
So our process for our customers, we have a little bit of our own way of doing things. Mm-hmm. So number one, we like to actually break up our inspections and have multiple pauses along the way. We don't want to sit there and rush through an inspection, put all the information together, sit you down at a table and overwhelm you with information. So we do typically 4 pauses throughout the course of our inspections. We go outside, we finish our notes, we engage you, we review, we discuss, accept your questions, then we move inside the home. Typically from there we go level by level, system by system. So if we think of a typical main floor, we've got a garage, probably an attic in the garage, a kitchen, bathrooms, fireplaces, living spaces. Stop, get those notes done, review with you, address your questions and concerns, and move on to the next segment of the inspection. We're going to break it down for you again so you're not overwhelmed and you're actually digesting the information that's coming in.
Right, so they can also expect they're going to get their questions answered, likely,
of course,
right, from you. So if you have any questions about the home when you looked at it, maybe bring a list with you to talk to Steve, but
Absolutely.
Obviously he's going to be going through every single level and super fine comb everything.
Absolutely.
Right?
And make sure mom and dad and other family members are there with you to make sure your inspector's doing a great job.
So hopefully this video helps on what to expect when you're getting a home inspection. If you have any questions about Steve and what he does with his process, keep in mind every inspector does do things a little bit differently, but in general they do cover around the same things. We love using Steve because he is so detailed. So hope that helped, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye.